Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to the Mothership. Let's jump in with some messages. We're starting with the Six of Swords reversed. So this is feeling like moving on to the new. I get the sense also that there's been offers made, offers put on the table, but there's a little bit of dissatisfaction. And we have the Seven of Swords reversed next. So this is definitely a time of transition, not only for the collective of humanity, but also I'm hearing for even other galaxies beyond ours, confirmed by the star card. So just being told to shuffle again. I don't know why. It's never happened before. Let's see what comes out. So some of you are waiting for communication, especially from divine counterparts. And we have the Knight of Swords reversed and also the Queen of Swords. So this is people really getting their truth and clarity. There's some stagnation in moving towards happiness. But these truths have got to come out first. And I'm going to get a couple more clarifiers here to see what people are trying to say. There's a lot of communication that needs to be said, that wants to be said. But there's a lot of, yeah, again, that stagnation, boredom, apathy. I don't know why I always want to say that word apathy, but just a general sense and feeling of not being content, kind of reaching that homeostasis stage where people are desiring a change, but not quite into that energy of change, followed by wanting that stability. See if there's anything else we need to know about this. People really wanting their divine union right now. Really wanting that commitment too. Some solid ground that people can stand on. The Knight of Swords is speaking his truth about his heart, or at least to himself. He hasn't maybe vocalized it yet, but he's getting to the truth of the matter. Actually, there is some, actually there is some things he's withholding as well. Let's see what those things are real quick. Heartbreak, possibly having a lot of options, and being very slow to offer or to choose. Even though he's showing up as the Knight of Swords reversed, he's also showing up as the Pentacles and having a lot of options and heartache, maybe even causing heartache because of these things. And let's see what the Queen of Swords wants to say. Just going to pull for So the Queen, the feminine aspect, is also really wanting that the King of Swords to match her. She wants her truth to be matched. She wants open, honest communication. And she is in that place of wanting to move forward or even just move on. There's a lot to do with monetary gain and happiness there. And this is more just mental and like monetary, financial, abundance type energy. This is not so much about her being in her heart space. Her heart is just wanting her to be able to move forward past all the changes that she's had to go through with her heart chakra to this place of balance and truth and standing firmly in that truth. And she's really wanting some stability as well with her counterpart. So these are interesting energies to handle and hold. I'm going to get one more deck here. We have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups reversed. This whole reading is upside down. So, I mean, that's not entirely a negative thing. It just is, all the energy is there. You know, it's all available. And there's a lot of blockages and a lot of things that need to just be put right, in a sense. So we have the Lovers twice. We have the Ace of Cups. These are counterparts that are ready, but for whatever reason there's a lot of interference and blockages that are holding up the connection, even though on the natural level of things they know that they are made for each other and that they could have all this love under the stars. There's just some disappointment that some of this energy hasn't been harnessed or been able to have a solid, stable ground to grow from. I just have to show you this card. This is my favorite tarot card. I don't know if you can see it well. This is my ultimate favorite card of any deck. You'll notice in this card also that has the tower in the background. So there has been some shaky foundations, and there's also the possibility for the growth. Getting the sense that both parties are just holding on to things instead of holding on to each other. These are ultimately just lower vibrations and places of fear that's being held and withheld in the connection. So I'm going to ask if there's anything that can begin to shift the partnership into a more loving and heart space. We have the Princess of Cups flying out. On the masculine side, this one. It just landed there. So the Princess of Cups is having that love and that desire, and like I said, holding it back. And at least she's coming upright. So I'm going to ask if there's anything that can create movement here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is more of just having that stability in the earthly realm. The Magician reversed. So not exactly harnessing one's tools, not creating those desires and manifestations. Having partial illumination as well about the connection. So some cloudiness and confusion perhaps into what is needed and wanted to make a shift. Let's see if there's answers on the other side. We have the King of Cups, the Moon, and the Princess of Pentacles. So some very similar energy. We have the King of Cups with the Moon. That's kind of a focus on the masculine aspect and things coming out from the shadows, the subconscious, and also I'm hearing having mastery over the emotions and just looking for that that balance within, that self-mastery of being in a place of a little bit of contempt and disdain. Those are not words I usually speak, but contempt and disdain. So the King of Cups is also a little bit defensive here. So the feminine might be having a little bit of those feelings of wanting to go forward and kind of move and create with her masculine side, and yet not having that fortitude to really step back and kind of check her emotions and even release some emotions. When she does this, when she's able to pull back her energy just a little bit, it does make more room, because there's things on the horizon that want to come in, and she knows that she's connected to her higher divinity, and there's some things that she's not quite ready to face or willing to look at this point, and it may be just a matter of time. Also, I'm going to get one last card here, and we have the Four of Wands. So we have a lot of fours happening. We have the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and 3 fours. This is again that ambiguatory state of divine resonance is what I'm hearing. This is not the usual language that I talk in, so it's kind of interesting. And this is all about just having that equal give and take, the balance of passion, giving, receiving, and ultimately creating from this energy, creating from the spiral. So this takes a lot of balance of the divine masculine and feminine aspects within ourselves and within the connection, both parties. And also having that attunement to be in check with your emotions and your mind. And also the earthly plane that you're living on. I'm going to get a couple last messages here. Anything for advice? I love how the cards are just landing where they need to be, and I don't even have to think about placing them. It's really helpful. Actually more. Okay. So on the divine masculine side, we have expect a miracle. The feminines have the easy does it. No need to hurry or force things to happen. And this is an equal reminder of time being nonlinear. When we step into our creative force and begin to follow our soul's path and desire, we don't have to worry about time in that sense that we've been taught about time. We are able to just be in our own synchronistic flow. And there's a dual message here because we're getting the cycles and rhythm card as well as the white Terra sensitivity. So when we take time to honor our own cycles and rhythms and really check into our own energy field, clearing out anything harsh within our environments and taking excellent care of ourselves, this is where our divine flow comes in. And I had a very strong message a couple days ago, maybe yesterday. Sometimes it's just time to wait. So follow your inner knowing, and during that waiting time, it doesn't really matter what you do. Anything that you do while you're waiting will ultimately become a balance of that yin and yang. So work on balancing yourself. Put conscious effort into it. Balance out the masculine and feminine within you.